Hey everyone, it's Trisha, and it's my last official video. I know we have the next one next week as well, but this is very exciting. Just a reminder, I'm doing my internship at Create, where I'm doing individual therapy with adults and some teenagers. Right now I've done a lot of termination this week. I made a joke in my internship that my supervisor thought was really funny, where I said, just call me the Terminator. Ha ha. Anyway, so it's been really, really interesting, and I felt like I definitely wanted to touch on that, on like the termination piece itself, because I feel like that's really significant to our line of work, and especially our internship itself. So I think that, and it's something that I know we've talked about before, and like endings and things like that. So it's definitely been really hard. And I think it's really challenging because there's been different situations where I felt like I was really comfortable at Create, and I felt like I really could stay there, but I also felt so committed to my other position where I'm working now at Easter Seals, that it was really hard when the director offered me a position at Create. Ultimately it just didn't work because it's kind of far from my house. Financially it didn't really come close to what Easter Seals was offering me, and so it just really felt like I so badly wanted to be able to say yes, but for like what's going on in my personal life and everything else, and my professional track, that it just was not the right choice for me. Which I think was fine, and the director, Steven, was very, very open to that, and he had said that he really didn't expect me to even say that I would think about it. He just assumed that I would say no, but really just wanted me to know how much he appreciated everything that I had done, and all the work that I was doing there, that he wanted to show that in offering me a position at Create. And he has said on numerous occasions, like once I get my license and once I'm at that point in my career, that I would be welcome back there. And it's definitely a conversation that I've had about potentially going back, even just for like afternoons and evenings and things like that, which I think would be interesting and a nice way to continue with some intense clinical work, which I would like a lot. So that's really what's been going on in my internship. It's been interesting kind of transferring people over. A couple of people have completely terminated services, which I think is good. I did have one young woman who originally said that she wanted to terminate services. She was 15 and her mom really didn't want her to. And they even tried to, like, kind of on the down low, ask me where I was going so they could follow me. And I didn't really have the heart to tell them that she would have to age about 10 years as well as commit some kind of high-risk offense, because that's the population. Oh, and also gain a developmental disability, because that is the population that I'm working with. But I shared with them that I wasn't going anywhere where they could follow, although I appreciated that they wanted to, but they ultimately decided that they were going to stay in counseling, so I'll hook them up with another intern, which I think will work out really, really well for them. And so I had one no-show. I have had a couple no-shows actually, where it would have been their final session with me, and now they don't have another one scheduled, so I'll make sure to have someone get in touch with them to at least hook them up with the next clinician that they were going to, though I have a feeling that some of these people were really just kind of like looking for an excuse to stop coming, which is not that hard to find if you think about it. I know a couple of people have mentioned issues with things like that, things like no-call, no-shows, and having to just kind of like twiddle your thumbs and really do a lot more research and things like that, which is definitely something that I have experience with as well. But I don't really mind it because it lets me prep for my other clients and get notes done and things like that. I don't mind when there's one that just kind of gets thrown in the middle of the day, gives a little break. So I am almost out of time. So my question for you guys this week is probably really based around termination, and kind of, I know we're all going through it, and I feel like we've all asked this question a million times, so I can ask something in a little bit of a different way. But like, here we go. How would you want to be terminated with, like, if you were in counseling, or if you were the the client on your end. How do you think you would want to go through that process? So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. Have a great week. We've only got one left. Yay!